Hello, this is YaYa, the mystic, energy, intuitive, and unifier. I just had an idea, so we're going to do it. I am going to start a new weekly thing. It might change days, but we're going to do my best not to change the day. So we're going to roll with the title for now, Self Care Sunday. So, what are we all doing to care for ourselves? Right now, as you can see, I'm doing my hair mask. My hair got really, really salty. I went surfing Thursday, didn't want to wash it because I was going to go swimming Friday. Friday night I got home late, didn't want to go to bed with a wet head. So then I did not wash my hair Saturday either because I'm like, well, I'm going to go surfing Sunday. So what's the point? So here we go. Self-care Sunday. This is one thing I'm doing. I already went ahead and did my qigong. I did my walk. I did this nice meditation that turned into a nap. I love sleeping meditations because when I wake up, when you go within, you come back out. It's like I can't really explain it really. I'll do my best. It's like when I get out of my meditation, it's complete silence outside. All I can hear is the frequency of the earth. The birds are quiet for a moment until I call them back in. It's the most amazing, magical thing that I'm still learning to get used to, but it's fabulous. So mindfulness, that's what I wanted to talk about because I notice people have not been as mindful with their words that they are trying to convey. And I understand it right now with the whole Mercury retrograde going on. But we really need to, as a collective, be mindful of the words that we say because as with anything, energy, it was created like spirit, consciousness, whatever was created by sound and vibration, right? Sound is something we listen to, and vibration is the feeling that it gives us when it reaches our core. So, basically, I wrote these things down. This is going to be a book that I'm going to eventually write. I'm probably going to give myself a year's worth of prompts, and then 2020, the end mid of 2026, I'm gonna start writing the book, because I take time with my projects, especially writing. I'm just now getting back into the swing of things, and I found out for me that video is actually a lot easier for me to convey, but I do have writing. So um one thing that we need to be sure of, on our journeys is that we need to hold ourselves accountable. Now, how do we do that? For me, um, I like to use certain words instead of others because I feel they have higher vibrations. So, for instance, but versus and. When people say, I want to do this, but something else. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We want to do this and we get to do this too, right? Another one that we need to be mindful of is reacting versus responding. Reacting is kind of the unhealed version of something that can trigger us, right? Like someone says something that we don't really find to be of alignment with us and our true path, purpose, core, right? So, an unhealed version, we react like we hear what we're hear what we're saying, people are saying, and instead of responding in a manner that speaks to our truth and our heart with truth and tact, we react, and the emotion that we receive comes back towards whoever. So we have to be mindful of that. And I love how I just said hearing. So also hearing versus listening. Like you can hear a sound like, oh, what was that? Right? But if we keep hearing the sound, right, we need to be mindful of listening and where it's coming from. Even with when we're speaking to each other, it's very important that we are listening and processing what other people are saying to us because it is so important to hear other people's truth and to let them know that we are listening to what they have to say And that would be responding in a fashion that is being mindful, getting our point across if we don't necessarily agree with what that person's saying, but also bringing that point across in a kind manner, right? Another one that I'm learning about is pride versus happy. Now, I've read the book, The Path to Surrender. I don't remember the author's name, but it's a very in-depth book about emotions that we have and the lower vibration versus the higher vibration. And from what I remember in the book, pride, even though we think it's a higher vibration, it's actually not. It's like a mid to lower vibration, because you have anger, fear, sadness, doubt, worry, guilt, shame. And then we have pride. So pride is okay. I mean, like, I'm proud of you, son. That's what comes to mind when I hear pride. I'm proud of you, son. I don't know why. That's just one thing that's always popped up in my head. And like, when someone shares something to me, I really am being mindful of not saying, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," because I have no reason to use the word proud or pride or whatever. So what I've been trying to say, instead of "I'm so proud of you for doing whatever," I say, "I'm so happy for you. I'm happy for you. It's amazing. I'm so happy." Another one, oh my goodness. Acceptance. Acceptance is so powerful. Accepting everything as it should be, whether it be past lessons learned, because nothing is a mistake. Nothing is a mistake. We do not make mistakes. We learn lessons, right? So I'm dripping on my paper, accepting everything that it is, and accepting everyone as they are and as they should be, and acknowledging that we need to have that awareness of acceptance because of the fact that we are spiritual beings, right? We're spiritual beings in physical bodies with minds that create. And what do we create? We literally create anything that we desire in our minds, because anything and everything we desire is already ours. Also having a level of acceptance, like the 4 agreements came to mind, because I've read that book 4 times. Basically, be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. Don't make any assumptions. And I always forget this is the 4th one. Always do your best. Be impeccable with your word. Don't make any assumptions. Don't take anything personal, right? So I feel like this is a bit of acceptance. This book is a book of acceptance because of the fact that when you're using those 4 agreements, you have to have a level of acceptance that we all are spiritual beings with free will. And even though we may say something, we also have the free will to change our minds. So when someone says something like, "Oh, I'm going to be here at this place, this time," and they figure out that they're not able to do that, it is the action of, well, what are they going to do next? Are they going to reach out and say, "Hey, I know we planned to do this today, but I just can't do it because something else came up"? Or are we going to be less mindful and just ghost somebody and just not show up? It's being impeccable with that word, like, regardless if we change our minds or not, because we have the ability to do so. And then another one that I love that I'm learning about is fuck yes versus fuck no. If it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no, regardless of what it is. I don't know, you're doing something, you're learning something, you're getting to know someone, relationships, friendships, learning new things, anything. If it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. Like, why even waste our time when we could be doing something else that's better and more to our path and soul? Another one I'm learning is we don't have to get to or want to do anything. Or no, sorry, scratch that, scratch that. We don't have to, need to, or want to do anything. We get to do it, right? We get to do it. And it's just so powerful that once we realize that we don't have to do anything, when we say we have to, it sounds like it's an obligation. Well, we don't have to do anything. We get to do it. What else here? Oh, Bruce Lee. Yeah. There's a quote from Bruce Lee about spelling. Like, they call it spelling for a reason, right? It is because we are literally casting spells with the words that we say. Because our subconscious, now I'm elaborating further on this, our subconscious, it's not going to know, if I'm speaking about myself or someone else or about something else. Our subconscious doesn't know the difference between me and someone else. It's gonna hear it as me saying something about myself. So it's very mindful to use positive words versus negative words when speaking in general. It's just so important. Oh, and having vulnerability based on experience, I think that is so important. To be able to speak our truth based on experience. Like, I'm learning through Operation Surf Canteen Coffee with the Team. It's a thing that we do every Monday morning. It's like a mindfulness time, where we do popcorn and we express our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. But we do it in a place of I statements, because the only place that we can speak of is from experience, correct? Like, I can't tell you what to do, because when I tell you what to do, that's what comes up. Don't tell me what to do. I've heard that from somebody before. When I've said, hey, you should do this. Don't tell me what to do. So I really stopped doing that. So what I do instead is like, well, for me, in my experience, this is what I do, it's giving that person the ability to be who they are and learn their own lesson, but also speak from experience in that lesson that we may have already learned in our spiritual journey, so it's very important. Another one. Let's shout out to my friend, my soul sister. I really freaking miss her. But we gotta be mindful that our vibe attracts our tribe. So if you're in a low vibrational space in your life, you're gonna attract low vibrational people, low vibrational experiences, low vibrational situations. If you're in a high vibration, you're going to attract everything that is of high value, because we are living in our space of unconditional love and authenticity when we are living in a higher vibration. So it's very important that we need to be mindful of how we treat and speak about ourselves, because of the fact that, vibration is everything. It's everything. And it's so key to understand and learn that. And to be able to see that in our reality. The universe is literally like the outward projection of our thoughts, feelings, situations, experiences. So if we thoughts, feelings, projections, experience. So if we are always stuck in the negative, that's all the universe is going to give us. So I'm going to go more in depth as time progresses. So I feel like the next video I'm going to speak of is about alchemy and how we are able to create things and different vibrations. I'm not exactly sure where I'm rolling with this. I still need to write down all my thoughts. I mean, I'm getting started, but with these videos, I feel like it's very important for me to really speak from the heart space, speak my truth, but also be mindful and respectful that not everybody is willing to receive it. And I understand that. I get that. That's a certain level of acceptance that I'm working through at this moment. 1515. So, next on my agenda is get ready for sound hammock healing, and then eat dinner, read, maybe crochet, go to bed. So, as I say, you do you, boo. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I really hope I'm able to post this today, because I've been trying to post my videos and they get posted slow on YouTube. So I don't know if it's my reception or what, but we're going to do our best. I'm going to do my best to get this posted today. If not, you guys will see it tomorrow for today, okay? As I always say, you do you, boo. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I love you.